LEGO Star Wars might be one of LEGO's most successful IPs, debuting in 1999 with Yellow Faces, with sets varying from The Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi. The space-based theme has been going strong for 23 years. I usually don't struggle to construct videos, but this time I struggled. Honestly, this video could have been a top 50 video, so narrowing it down to 10 was quite difficult, so thanks to everyone that helped out with this video. Today, I will be counting down the top 10 worst LEGO Star Wars sets. While most UCS sets receive high praise in the LEGO community, the second this IC set was revealed, the backlash was extreme. Popular blog Brickset is quoted as saying, "Star Wars sets are notoriously mixed in their quality, with plenty of excellent sets alongside some rather disappointing offerings. However, no set that I can recall has ever received such an overwhelmingly negative response, and it is easy to see why." Journeying to an icy world. At number 10, we have Assault on Hoth. The set is comprised of smaller inaccurate builds. All of them have overexposed Technic pieces which make the builds look sloppy. Every section of the build seems to be cutting corners, such as something as simple as the inclusion of 3 shield generators when there's supposed to be 4. The only saving grace is the decent minifigure selection, such as K3P0, R3AZ, and Luke Skywalker. Earlier I mentioned that I struggled to make this video, so I asked you guys for help. About 70% of you guys said this was one of the worst Star Wars sets. At number 9, we have the First Order AT-ST. Based on The Last Jedi, this set depicts a scene where BB-8 rescues Finn and Rose. A huge complaint in the LEGO space is the incomplete head design and price for such a thin, wobbly design. One of Star Wars' most notable vehicles takes off into hyperdrive. At number 8, we have 7190 Millennium Falcon. While LEGO has created 27 Millennium Falcons, from micro builds to keychains to UCS sets, this one is the worst. While it is understandable why the set is quite lackluster since it was released in 2000, the build suffers from inconsistency. Some of the build is smooth, while other aspects are quite blocky, and some pieces aren't even fully attached. There are some LEGO fans that blindly defend LEGO's poor design choices. This becomes more prevalent with the 4+ sub-theme. Mindless sheep continually get offended because I'm an adult complaining about a 4+ set that isn't targeted for my demographic. At number 7, we have 75332 AT-ST. The minifigure lineup is decent, with Wicked the Ewok, a Scout Trooper, and an AT-ST driver. The builds are garbage. The Speeder, Tree, and AT-ST look below average. To give the set some sort of credit, the designer found a way to use the left-right leg with knobs appropriately. The rest of the build is comprised of rudimentary pieces that serve no purpose to the overall aesthetic. This set is considered one of LEGO's biggest jokes. It is constantly criticized throughout the LEGO community. At number 6, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. Based on the brand new 2022 TV series Obi-Wan Kenobi, while it might be easy to blame LEGO for the overall design, the scene is based off a quite dull scene. Although there are some mock artists that have successfully created a diorama-styled version which has fared more to the general audience's liking. The build is a hodgepodge of gray pieces, mostly comprised of various roof tiles and plates. Though the set might be inferior, the minifigures are superior. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader, Ned B, and Talia Dorith. Shockingly, the base build is full of play features, such as 2 rotating battle platforms, a battlefield splitting fire pop-up function, and mining cart that can be knocked over. Following down the trend of 4+ sets, taking flight at number 5, we have the X-Wing Starfighter Trench Run. The Juderized X-Wing is a joke of a build. It reminds me of a dwarfed wannabe X-Wing. The side build, which is a turret, might be on par with the primary X-Wing build. The minifigure lineup is extremely basic, which leaves the set to be desired by no one. From one X-Wing to another. At number 4, we have the Resistance X-Wing Starfighter. The 4+ gray and blue build is quite unattractive, since it uses primary pieces, like the 4x16x1 by 1/3 ship front and 2x5 by 2 cockpit. The only selling point is the exclusive pilot version of Poe Dameron. Technic might be loved by a general audience, but what if you combine Star Wars and mostly Technic? At number 3, we have the Technic Star Wars sets. Debuting in 2000 and concluding in 2002, the 9 sets vary from droids to the fear leader Darth Vader. While some are worse than others, whoever came up with this idea must have been drinking something stronger than I would. One of the most unpleasant looking LEGO builds makes onto the list at number 2 with 7194 Yoda. In 2002, LEGO had not quite mastered the design of characters, especially ones that didn't resemble mechanical droids. The Yoda is very blocky and resembled Yoda if he was pixelated. Luckily, Luckily, 17 years later, LEGO gave us a more polished Yoda, fixing the original problem by using varying bow pieces. Time and time again, LEGO has attempted to successfully bring back construction, but has failed time and time again. And number 1, we have another of LEGO's failures with Star Wars buildable figures. Starting in 2015 and ending in 2018, the line might include some of the most horrific looking characters, like Finn, Jyn Erso, Rey, but sometimes the builds worked out, like with General Grievous. Well, those are my choices for the top 10 worst LEGO Star Wars sets. What are yours? Share your choices in the comments below. I'm Brother from Another Brick. You guys are awesome and well, have a great day.